Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
All right, what's happening, everybody? I am Sir Aaron Carter, again here with all of you.
Still here.
That's right. We got Steven Gutierrez.
Hey, what's
and
up?
we got, of course, Adam C. in the building
Good
one more
morrow.
time. And this is before you log off rendition of creating a whole new universe. So we're going to take an established universe that we don't see or deem fit to be the way it is, and we're going to recreate it. And today's topic is none other than one of my personal ones. The X-Men. We got to copyright that. Thank you. Now I have to do the whole thing over.
Jesus.
Son of a mother.
Cancel the episode.
We're going to do
repick.
the whole franchise over from the movie perspective. So as you guys know, the X-Men movies have been out for quite some time, starting in the ripe old age of
2001?
2003.
I like to think that everything became new in 2000. So let's just say 2000. Call it a day. If it's 1999 or
became
2001,
anew.
we're good to go.
Let me just real quick Google search. X-Men movies started
When was it,
in
2001?
2000.
Whoa.
Would you look at that?
So,
Psychic as could be.
as we know, the franchise goes as such. We have X-Men, the first one. Then we have X-Men
first class? Is
2.
that what you're
No,
talking about?
just X-Men, number 1. It's just X-Men. It's called X-Men in 2000. In 2003, we have X-Men X2. Then we have X-Men, The Last Stand, which is regarded as probably the worst one.
I liked it.
Then the shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Then it gets rough because we go X-Men Origins.
Yeah.
Then who
It
kept
gets-
count after that?
It gets rough after X3.
Like the other ones, X-Men 1 and X-Men 2, a lot of people still kind of feel are
They were
good.
hoping. They were just like, okay, let's see where they're going.
Like we got a little hope. Like me personally, I hated them, but I could see other people being like, yeah, let's see where it goes. X-Men Wolverine Origins or X-Men Origins Wolverine, what the hell? That was literally what the hell.
But Hugh Jackman got jacked.
I feel like we could have a whole episode just on that.
On that
Like,
itself. After that, then you get X-Men the First Class in 2011. And then 2013, you get the Wolverine.
Does it just go worse? It gets worse from there.
It
doesn't
does, yes. I told you.
Yeah.
There was not. What was the redeeming one? That was,
Then after
Logan?
that, you get not yet.
No.
We're not even there yet. In
are we
2000,
still in 2005?
2014, we get X-Men Days of Future Past.
No, that's right.
And for some reason, this put on this list is put Deadpool in 2016. I don't know why I did that, but 2016, you also got X-Men Apocalypse.
I can see why Deadpool's on there. But
Even more well, it's technically in the
The
Fox
X, yeah. I
what
mean,
it-
I'm
what
glad
I'd
we.
call it.
I'm glad we did this one actually over.
I feel like we're not going to be able to tackle the whole franchise itself.
well,
Like,
here's the
like-
thing. We'll go as far because this might be actually our first two-parter
it
type of thing.
might have to be.
And that's fine. That is fine. So I think what we'll do, we'll say that this is a what's a 6-part movie thing? Because you have trilogies.
Roots.
Wow, why'd you say with so much anger? Like you didn't want that to ever come out. It's like Roots, that thing.
You know what's the horrible
Couldn't-
part?
that
Is I
thing.
was staring right
Yeah,
at you,
yeah.
and that had nothing to do with why I said it.
Felt the
Just-
racism.
Just want to throw that out there.
So yeah, we'll make 6 films. How about that? We are the directors, the producers. We'll cast.
Adam's Brian Singer. I do not want
First
any
thing
part of that.
out is Brian Singer,
That's
of course.
racist.
He is gone. He is
Kill him.
gone.
fine, don't kill him.
But yeah, that's what we'll do, and we'll probably break it into. So this first episode that you're listening to, we will have 3 movies. We'll come up with the first 3 movies. So we'll have the plot. We will have our desired actors and actresses, and we will maybe do the title, I guess, of the first 3.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm good.
That's
I'm
good.
game with
It's
that.
good for you.
I have a
Good for you?
whole angle to play this at already. So
Well, you also got to bounce it around us.
Yeah.
Are we doing separate or
No,
are we together?
we will.
Together.
This is the
Work together on each one.
Yeah, this
This
is
is
we are
us
working together.
as
Yes,
Executive producers
exactly.
working on this.
This
together.
is the before you log off, inspired as one thing. This is our sanction. We're putting our seal of approval on this one. So right now, the X-Men movie number 1, it's out the window. Never existed. So we can take whatever we want in the X-Men universe, and we'll put it in the first one. Adam, where do you kind of see the first movie starting off go?
Well, very first question I'd have is say, so we could just throw Fox right out, right? We could just
they're gone. Yeah,
we can go with Marvel Cinematic if we wanted to.
Correct.
The way that I saw it, and it would actually be interesting if there was no X-Men movie created until now. I think the best way for them to do it would be the way that the Iron Man and how Avengers came to be.
Origin story
was
stuff.
How they made the origins of each one and then kind of added it together. For example, if they would have came out with a Logan first, or maybe not a Logan, but a Wolverine movie first, and kind of been like, granted, not origins, but not that train wreck because it never existed because it's gone.
It's already gone.
But if they came out with a Wolverine movie and that did extremely well, they could have been like, awesome, let's do a Cyclops. They could have even gone to Jerry's favorite old Beast over there from at that point. But
he did. Yes,
he did the Beast.
Yes.
But okay. I feel like if they would have established that first instead of just adding all these characters with all these actors, I was like, all right, let's just see if they can play this character. I think out of all that mess came Hugh Jackman. It was like, yeah, he's the definitive. He needs to be Wolverine. Whereas at first, if they would have made him the Robert Downey, Iron Man, and been like, yeah, let's bring everyone around this character and kind of make the characters and then make the kind of the group. I think that would have been a lot better.
So with the first X-Men movie, are you looking at it to try to be a single character movie?
I think for example, if they would have done Wolverine joining the X-Men, kind of like how they did in X-Men itself, where it was like him coming into his own. Mm-hmm. Like I said, that being in the actual X-Men movie about like, oh yeah, everyone's already blah blah blah, making it more about him, and then the end of it was coming into him going into the X-Men with Xavier and everything, going like that. His kind of origin story going from there.
Here's where I could see the problem with that one though. When you start off with a character and you start with their origin, if it becomes a massive success, then people are going to want that character. They're going to want to see more of that. They become the forefront. Because looking at all the posters.
Or the Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, when you look at all these posters for the X-Men movies that are out, now that are established, Wolverine, not on First Class. Then you skip it and go to, of course, his own movie, The Wolverine. But X-Men Days of Future Past, Wolverine. He is the poster boy.
He's the forefront.
So to move away from that and show that the X-Men are a team type of thing, and you're going to see this team type of thing, I would focus on the building of a team first in the first movie. So you could start off with like Charles Xavier and how he recognizes that there's a danger and a threat to his people of mutants, and him creating a school.
So First Class.
Him.
So yeah, 100%. I would take the storyline of First Class, not the movie. They're all out of the window again.
We're not talking from this point on. We're not talking about any of those movies.
I would take the characters of Charles Xavier and Magneto, have them too, show them pre-X-Men, how they're both kind of learning about mutants, and they kind of touched on this type of stuff in the movies that they have currently, but I would show some of that, a little bit of that in the beginning, how they're learning about mutants all together, and like, oh yeah, they exist, there are more out there, I'm one, this person's one, blah blah blah, and then him forming the school of X-Men and get the originals. I'm talking about I'm not worried about.
So you want to establish those two.
Yes.
Tell their story
briefly, maybe the first 30 minutes,
and then move into
and lead
them building
all in one. Yeah, all in one movie. And their first, and because in the first movie you should see how they have a common idea. Or a common, initially a common idea, and you'll see how one transforms into the villain throughout that. And then you'll see why the other one forms the group to protect from the ideas of the other villain.
See, that's where I would say cut the before Charles and it should open up. It should open up with them opening the school.
Okay.
That's where I would start. I wouldn't give too much background, because that's stuff that you can go with later.
So flashbacks.
Yeah, either that or just like maybe go have a plot later on down the line that will kind of go into that.
Well, you got to
Like, bring
establish
back his
those.
past.
You got to establish why they're building the school
You
and
could
everything, right?
see that's the thing. You maybe open up with like them two opening the mansion, like this is our new school. We've done it. We've accomplished our goal. So you get them at like them starting a new chapter of their lives, right? And then you can do like real quick. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry about it because the main focus I think of an X-Men movie would be actually focusing on that first class of those heroes, which was
Jeez.
Yep.
okay, focusing on that.
SWAT just
Yes.
broke in real quick.
So I would definitely have them open the school, have them go and recruit their first class, which was, if I'm not mistaken, Cyclops, Beast,
Yeah, and
Angel, and
That's the other thing. So Cyclops, Beast, Angel, Iceman, Jean Grey. Those are your 5 people.
those are your original.
Not
Would you
Havoc.
say
class.
that's your hand? Is that what you?
I'll throw a brick at you. So those are definitely the characters that I can see. So out of everything, if we say these are the characters we want, Charles Xavier, right? We can
Yes.
all agree on that.
I think that the movie would be focused more on them.
Magneto,
Uh-huh.
Eric
Schultz, I don't know.
Magnuson. I don't remember. I can't remember his name for
Mads.
some reason.
Mac-
Macklemore, yeah. Cyclops, Scott Summers.
yeah.
Beast, Hank McCoy. We have Bobby Drake as Iceman, and Warren Worthington as Angel. And
Is his name?
yeah, I think the third. I want to say the third. Warren Worthington the third. I could be wrong. I could be drastically wrong. And then Jean Grey, Marvel Girl. I think her name was in the beginning. Yeah, like what
Eric Magnus Lencher.
happened? There you go. Boom. That's his name. I knew it was Magnet something. Like they weren't that creative. Oh, he has powers to move magnets. Let's call him Magnet something. Magnet something.
Magneto.
So yeah,
Magneto.
you got what 7 characters, right?
Yeah.
Focus on them. Write a little trial and tribulation of whatever they're going through, and something that forms a rift between Professor Xavier and Magneto.
And how you start that is the whole mutant, like racism type, or not racism.
Well,
I mean, it's like
like
I see, like where
that
they're-
whole like the hate. Who are they called? Like the hate. Like bring in somebody trying to commit hate
KKK.
crimes against them.
the KKK. Bring in the KKK.
I'm trying to think of that organization that like was killing mutants.
The Purifiers.
Purifiers. Okay, so yeah, have it like.
Ooh,
that.
you want to start off the bat with Purifiers?
Well, maybe not them. I don't know what because I don't know what.
Well, you
the
just
lesser form.
You just put the general population. It's
Yeah.
something new.
Something
like
but you need like a
You
a
have
group of
mutants
people
and
for
non-mutants.
them
Yeah.
to fight. I don't know how big the Purifiers is in the X-Men
comic.
comics
they're
lore. I
they're-
imagine they're pretty huge because they're always there, right? Like,
they're
always-
they're a
background?
pretty significant group of people that do some damage. Like they
but
kill people.
I would have them combat maybe like a smaller group of them. But
Okay.
like that's like your main thing is that you have Eric and Professor X starting this school to try to make sure that these kids aren't going around just using their powers hurting people. They're actually trying to learn
and have them
take care of it.
understand
Yeah.
who they are.
So-
So like
so
a
it's-
coming of age
Yes,
type of tale
it's
for
that,
these
It's
people.
that tale of like, okay, we can coexist. Like their goal would be to show people we can coexist, and then you would have this off-branch purifier group or whatever, like try to like, oh hell no. and
Well,
try to attack them.
how would you progress this first film? How would you go from like, are you watching Magneto and Xavier like grow up together and then build the school? Is it just the school's being created and then they're finding their students, or how would you?
I think school will be created and then finding their students.
so.
Yeah.
They're like beginning of the movie is they're already friends. They're already of age, wanting to build this school. They have their path. And then it's really introducing the Iceman, the Jean Grey kind of stuff.
And you can it's very cliche and it's very overused, but you can do a quick voiceover recap of the life of Charles Xavier and how him and Magnus became good friends. Yeah, that's what I've been.
I can,
calling
yeah,
them.
because I mean, I haven't seen too much of when they've gone into in depth of their lives,
Of their
like,
backstory, right?
Yeah, like
Well, see, you wouldn't like because the way I would think is like you have maybe that this group in the future that's kind of tormenting these new students, and kind of like getting in the way and stuff is like almost making like Magneto kind of reflect on his past and the stuff he has to go through, and that's where you start the rift, like because then they would have different ideals on how to deal with these situations.
You could even do it to where
I'm thinking Sin City, like
where it just jumps all over the
intro
place
with their name and then just
That's
shows them a little
terrible.
backstory with them.
That could work, yeah. I mean, as a quick thing, you could also have an antagonist that's an actual mutant. Like, they can bring in like a little no-name somebody that was maybe a part of the X-Men lore. That it shows you the difference of what an unchecked, power crazy mutant could be.
I think that's more of an event situation.
I could see that.
to make people like those purifiers go to attack the school and like be like the
Yeah,
thing.
you have that like a little small situation.
Yeah.
People see that, they know this threat is out there, and that's what they have to deal with.
Yeah.
Now you show a trained group of superheroes that are trying to show the world that mutants aren't we're the same as you. We're here to help. We use our powers for good, type of thing.
Quick question: Did Xavier always have the thought of training them to be a team that fights crime, basically?
No, I don't think it was a
I
crime
think
fighting
it-
thing.
I
it
think
no.
became a
Being
thought
normal.
of them just like later, right? Like he was like, "Well, I have."
Well, no,
this-
they just kept getting in situations where they had to.
Where they had to
yeah,
form a team.
this was more of how do you control your
'Cause
abilities.
They have actual school, like
Yeah, they
the
actually
schools
have-
are
yeah.
just,
So
like-
it's an actual school in the beginning.
Yeah, it's an actual school,
So that's perfect.
but it's
because
also
then
it's a safe haven for them because the world hates them.
you can have that these kids have these powers and they feel like they should do something to make
the whole point
make
is
them feel like get appreciated over than hated. You know what I
Well-
mean? So that's how they start forming the group, and that's kind of how, like at the end of this movie, that's when they start forming the full team.
I'd say the biggest thing what they do is they have their classes for math, history, all that kind of fun stuff to be able to blend in and to grow normal like normal human beings. What he does is he has them hone their skills so they don't have outbreaks. So they don't just have like episodes of in public and stuff like that. So they hone them to make sure that there's not an issue. What happens is again they're attacked. There's different situations where they're forced to use their abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's at least have them to where they can control it and restrict it to a certain kind of point. Now, if things break out in public where they need to calm it down, then yeah, they're able to go there and subdue and be more pacifist, I guess, than anything. But I think where we're kind of going with is, I could see it if they're established friends in the movie, they're making this school, they're going out and recruiting all these different known mutants where they can go locate them. I think if the antagonist was just humans,
Yeah,
that's
to where not a mutant, to where Eric obviously goes in his own direction because he's like, see, told you, I always knew this was going to happen, blah blah blah. Not more along the lines of First Class where it was, what's his face? Who was the
Kevin
antagonist?
Bacon?
Kevin. Okay, what was the?
I don't know.
that was the
character was.
the Hellfire Club. That's who they went against.
Yeah, but
First
who
Class.
was Kevin Bacon? What was?
Shaw.
Yeah, that's right.
Something.
But what was his
can't
mutant
remember his
name or
name.
something? But
Kevin
yeah, so
Bacon.
you
yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
make it more, because I would think that this first movie would be a good kind of comparison to like Avatar. Like when you think Avatar the film,
The Last Airbender.
no,
Oh, okay.
Avatar the movie,
The blue people.
you consider these aliens
Sebastian Shaw.
like
Go ahead.
Sebastian Shaw.
Yeah, I
that's
just found it, but it's a Sebastian S.
right. You can kind of look back and say, well, these aliens were kind of treated like Native Americans, and a lot of people kind of made that connection.
Okay.
And I think going back and like depending on, I think like this film, what would you be like 50s, 40s, 50s. That this would be like the time. The
You
setting
can,
that you
I mean, the comic books are
60s,
shifting
70s.
time, so you can actually just do it any. You
I
can
would-
do it
I
in
would do
modern.
present-
I would do it
present
present
day.
time. Yeah, I
To
wouldn't. I
keep
wouldn't
up
want
with
to.
everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want
or
to.
maybe like. Oh no, I guess you could just keep it present day because like Cyclops.
Yeah,
and
just
stuff
keep
is-
it present
just
day.
keep it
Well, I
present
was
day.
thinking more like of a segregation time and stuff like that, where it's you can kind of compare it to where like they're being treated like minorities,
Yeah,
and you could be like, okay, let's like they're being treated like in this time,
and that's fine.
and
You can
all
still.
they're trying to do is trying to be themselves, trying to grow up normally, trying to live their own lives, and kind of just make it like that, just that kind of
You
comparison.
can do it still modern time.
Yeah, you can
like
do it modern
like
time.
you saw. Did you see the movie Bright on Netflix?
I
with
did,
Will?
yeah.
So they did the same kind of thing with the orcs and
with the fantasy and everything
yeah.
done present day. Yeah.
So it's all in present day. You're just taking the same
Well,
problems.
if you want to make Bright 2,
Terrible,
Aaron, go ahead and make
terrible.
Bright.
We're in the works. Me and Will have been
That's
talking. So, but no, yeah, I'm on board with that one because I can already see the climactic ending of
Well, because
humans caused some type of problem.
we're thinking when they made the school.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like they can make it the school present day
No,
cool,
no,
but I'm
it's-
thinking
it
like
starts with them. Yeah, obviously making the school, and then maybe.
again, I'm
maybe
thinking
time
movie
will go-
one. So I'm thinking
Yeah, we're still
it's
movie
mov-
one, yeah.
still movie one.
I'm thinking movie one, 1950s, 1960s, stuff like that, making the school all the things they had to go through to become the normal because they're such a oh wait, hold on, this isn't okay in society.
Yeah.
And it's again they're becoming I want to say like the let's say the Black Panthers of the other time where they're except a little less I don't know, I guess the pariahs of their time. They're just trying to live their own life. They're trying to do whatever they can do to live normal lives, and they're being pushed down by other people. And that would be kind of a thing I would think of, just comparison wise.
And I'm like I said, I'm fully on board with that idea of making the humans the main antagonist.
It's a good because it's not like you're not starting off with some all powerful being, and then you're starting off base level.
Yeah.
We'll get to our end game.
Yeah,
eventually.
we'll get to the snap.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I can see the climax of it, like an event or something bad that happens. Not an event, but something bad happens with humans causing it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have the X-Men there in front of live cameras showing that mutants are here to help.
We can help. Yeah.
And then Air goes his own direction.
I wouldn't even, but you
or causes that at the
you
end.
see no, you see that he witnesses that the humans don't care, even though they see.
Yeah, pacifism.
Yeah.
The thing that he would witness would be the actions of the humans. Like maybe their first mission isn't quite the success. Maybe there's casualties. Maybe that the humans are like a terrorist organization.
And you'll still see that they hate him after the even
Yeah.
though they've helped, you'll still
Yeah.
see that they hate the X-Men
because
still.
because
yes.
no matter what, them stopping one problem isn't gonna fix
the
bigger
world.
problem,
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
So like these humans blow up an orphanage with both types of kids, and you know what I mean, right away you're like mutants get killed.
Let's dial it
That's
back.
kinda
Not that.
start-
Let's not that big. Something.
No, well, you know, not
Something
on a
smaller.
smaller scale or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like just a
So
hospital.
they set off a nuke.
It doesn't have to
right
be,
under the
I'm
school.
Just throwing out ideas.
30 people left, 29 mutants.
Yeah, so like something catastrophic like that happens
But it would be something.
on a
No,
smaller scale.
it would be something. Yeah, like it would be something where you would get that one, like the X-Men would come and save the day or something, and then out of the blue, that one just like I'm just so dead on being prejudiced. I don't know why he's from the South all of a
So
sudden.
there's always got to be a hick.
But he comes out of the crowd and he shoots somebody, you know, and a casualty of the prejudice, you know, or whatever war that goes on. And Magneto sees that and he's like, see, they just can't change. We're the future. They need to accept that. And then they split their ways. You know, you see something like that happening.
I think we got a good
good first movie.
time frame.
I think we do,
plot,
yeah.
everything. Actors.
Ooh.
That's
So
Or
it's
do,
a hard-
you
that's
want
actually a harder question.
do you want to start with names? With the name of the movie first.
why not just X-Men? The First Class. That's
X-Men Back to School.
yeah, like when I heard
So even in class, I get the respect.
when I heard them say when they first announced, oh, they're going to be creating X-Men the First Class, I got really excited.
Yeah,
so I was like,
mean,
they're going to go back and redo everything. I'm like, this is how they fix everything. And then they peed on
that
my back and
monstrosity.
told me it was rain.
Say, hey, you like that?
And I was like, okay. So
I paid for it. I'll admit it.
X-Men, yeah, no, I mean, what I see you just as an X-Men. Like, you just hit them with that
just-
label. Like, you
Was
know
there,
what this
was
is.
there ever a name in the comics that they used first before X-Men?
Was it like Xavier's? I don't know. Was Xavier School? Xavier
School for the Gifted.
I'm not gonna lie,
Youngsters.
that's actually
Good title, right?
that's a pretty good name.
Xavier's School for the Gifted
Yeah.
Youngsters.
Just keep because they're not X-Men yet.
That is true. Yeah.
So just keep it.
I like that. Yeah. Now that 'cause
Xavier's School
I
for the
feel
Gifted.
that. I feel that. Yes, I feel that on posters, and I feel the marketing too. I really feel the marketing behind that too. Of inviting kids to this new school, and then you end. Oh man. Now I want it to just be a thing.
You end with more kids going to that.
I was gonna
school.
say I could see like a full pan out
Like after all their mess and they're just like they're so
Yeah.
devastated by humanity and stuff, and then there's a bunch of mutants like
hey, I heard
wanna
about
come to
yeah.
again.
Oh my god, yeah. We've made a movie right now. We have literally made a movie.
Fox, you're dumb.
Yeah, idiots.
I really can see that. Like everybody at their lowest point.
We should submit this
And
to
then
Disney.
just some
but-
random mutant walks up. Like, no, don't do it a named one. It'd probably like be a nod to like maybe a lower you don't know about
what you
mutant.
do? You do it as like you have the thing where it's like Charles going to talk to some mutant. You don't know who it is, but he's like, no, I don't want. I'm not a mutant. Like he's denying his self. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not a mutant. I don't want to go. He kind of just brushes off Xavier, and then at the end, that's when you have that kid enrolling in that school.
Oh,
going
you
in there.
so it's
Yeah,
the.
that,
I was
that's
just talking.
your
To,
end.
I was just talking about this with a friend of mine today. After we saw a movie, and why am I saying like that? Screw that. I saw it with Emma, and we were talking about. I'm gonna screw this up. It's called like Chekhov's gun or something like that, or Chekhov's gun or something like that. Somebody's probably going to be yelling because they know what it is. But it's a thing where if you introduce the gun in Act 1, it should be fired in Act 3. You don't just introduce something in a movie and then never use it again, right? That's what it is. So it'd be something like that. So that initial outreach where he's going and trying to recruit and that denier is not there, that's who
Like
comes
his
back.
first kids.
Yeah.
The reason they're the first class is because only, was it 5 of them?
It's like 5. It's literally
Said
just 5
yes.
of them. Yes.
We're skipping ahead then to episode 3 where they have a badass oh god, Hogwarts, what's his name? Voldemort and Headmaster, what's it called?
Gandalf.
Gandolfini?
I wanted to say Gandalf 9 times. And I was like,
Oh god, I'm blanking.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore, yes.
That
Got it.
badass fight that they have, like and stuff like that.
I'm still going through the books. I don't know about that.
You haven't seen the movies?
Yeah, no, he's
Nah,
spoiled alert.
yeah, nah, I
Well,
didn't.
they're in the books. Right? Well, then,
Still, we still need to cast people.
what the hell?
We need
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
cast.
cool
we
title.
only literally need the 7. That's all we need.
Agreed, but cool
Yeah.
title. Title agreed.
Yeah,
Title's
cool title.
agreed, yeah.
The
Xavier
friggin'
School for
Xavier
the
School for the Gifted Youngsters.
Xavier.
Now, are we going to say that the already established actors are off limits, or can we still use those?
I think we can still pull from them because some of them aren't bad choices. They just were utilized wrong.
Because how old is Patrick Stewart still now?
I would still
'Cause
use the
I mean,
shit out of
like-
that
He could
shit.
still play a 20-year-old.
Exactly.
Totally fine.
Like I love Pat.
But again, we're doing when they created the school.
Okay, so he's
So
younger.
we're doing they're 30
CG?
years old.
CG, and he's in a wheelchair by here. We're not doing that. I can walk.
Are we
and,
we're doing
I'm
bald.
fine with that.
yeah, he's bald and he's in a wheelchair by now. Yes, this is
Yeah,
how
but
we're
I only have
proceeding
one
forward.
choice there, and that's
Old Pat Sway,
Picard.
Jean-Luc Paxton.
Hex too, really?
See, and what's and I'm going back to the TV show.
Okay, yeah.
He seemed a little bit more aggressive, like
No, the eyebrows were aggressive. I'll
I
tell you
mean,
that.
For
in-
For the
in
Fox
the show,
40,
in
Fox
the-
40.
okay.
he didn't seem like such a pushover. Like he got a little like
aggressive.
upset when he needed to and
Bryan
stuff like
Cranston.
Ooh,
Thank you.
a
Bryan
Cranston.
Cranston?
Were you just trying to lead people to that, or
No, I wasn't. That was
no?
Was that what you were gonna
just,
say?
Steven just happens to be my.
Oh, we get each other so well.
My penile
Yeah,
twin over here.
that's horrible. So Bryan Cranston.
So we're docking.
That's all right. Let's really move on.
I apologize.
Because I mean, take his Breaking Bad role where you can see him get totally aggressive,
Uh-huh.
but he can also be like the nice dad, teacher, that kind of stuff. So
I could see it.
I think that's a perfect.
I could see him, Mr. Cranston.
I think Bryan Cranston can play every role. I think that's just. It was spitting your water out.
We have a whole team of
I just
Bryan
imagine
Cranston.
him as Iceman. Yeah.
Technically, that's CG.
Oh, my
That's
God.
horrible. That's horrible. So we
Are
have
you starting?
Well, obviously, Val
starting
Kilmer has to
Beast
be Iceman
as
because
Beast is a normal
is normal human, right?
normal
Just
human
in-
looking.
okay.
Yes, yeah.
so Frasier has to play.
That's horrible.
No, please no.
And mind you, they're teenagers,
Um,
so they're they're
that's
younger.
tougher
in this
because I
one.
don't know a lot of.
I don't know a lot of young actors.
Well, it doesn't matter
either.
because the 30-year-olds play the teens anyways
Pretty
nowadays,
much, yeah,
So.
yeah. Like
So Matthew Lillard plays.
that's horrible.
He's Shaggy.
he plays
He's God now.
So
in
if
the meme
Bryan
verse.
Cranston is going to be our Professor
Professor
X,
X.
agreed.
then who's going to be our Magneto?
somebody that can.
Again, we're thinking around 30-some years old is what they are.
I believe so.
So Cranston's gonna have to.
He's gonna do some makeup
Gonna
swaps
do
back
the
and
makeup.
forth, and I mean he can CG him back a little. He can CG him
I guess we
back.
could do this in the 80s and call it a day. But let's say so we want somebody who's a good friend,
that
but,
can counter.
but can go
that
loose.
can counter Bryan Cranston though, because if you're going off Bryan Cranston,
We have,
you got to keep him
now we have
similar
to get
looking.
somebody who's
age.
around the same age.
Yeah,
Yeah, not putting.
And that's the tough part because
Ashton
now I
Kutcher in that role.
I
How
kinda-
old's Liam Neeson?
No, like I
I
Magneto.
couldn't see it.
he wouldn't change the accent
They-
either.
I have AIDS.
They took children. I must save them.
Oh
He just
my
starts
God.
killing everybody.
I don't like how old is Bryan Cranston?
Donald Sutherland.
That's horrible.
Jesus. And he's 30.
Bryan Cranston.
Actually, Kiefer Sutherland. I wonder if that's a.
That's definitely not. Bryan Cranston is 62 years old.
He can get away with
Guy looks good for his age.
42.
I don't know who else. Like the other actor would have to be a lot younger, and just look
Magneto would have to be.
Cranston's age or something, or just like I don't know any other any actors that are that old and still.
I actually really like Michael Fassbender.
I like Michael
as an
Fassbender
actor,
too.
and I think he really nails it, which really sucks because, like, again, you have a really good actor, but your movies are shit. The Fox X-Men movies I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of am leaning towards my Kiefer Sutherland choice here. So he's around the same age. What is he?
Okay.
He's
Sorry.
God, he's almost. What is he? 63.
You know
he's
who
50.
who I probably have to trump your, but go ahead.
53?
What you can defend your
because
your-
look at him in his roles past. I mean, what's that? What's that? Eyes Wide? No, the one where he was the
The Lost Boys?
Sally Field's daughter.
Kill Sully Field's daughter?
I think he was a.
But as a Magneto?
SVU. Because I think if you implant him, he has the ability to be that good character. So he's a good friend, but he's also got that brooding kind of like darkness building in the background, and I think that could build well through him. I mean, I have his IMDb here.
I'm looking at it right now too. I mean,
So
I
what are we
don't
looking
know.
like for an actor that's in like their 60s?
I would. Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for. I would have gone with like a Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons would.
He's got that.
Would
He's
be
got
pretty
that good and bad.
You found my weakness because Jeremy Irons can play any role for me.
I'm just saying.
His best role? Dungeons and Dragons.
I was gonna say.
Throw it
Why
out
is that the
there.
first thing that popped in my head when you said it was him with the wand or whatever,
The staff.
and
Horrible.
the staff trying to.
I think Jeremy Irons could do Magneto. I think
he could.
I think
he can do pretty good too. But
that would be a pretty good Magneto.
we're starting them off opening a school at 60.
Well, they're both like old at this age. I mean, that's not
That's why I kind of want to.
Well, I don't know how
young
old.
them up. You
Because
want to?
Kiefer Sutherland is like he can get away with his mid 40s, early 50s.
So would you think a good starting time period would be like 90s based,
I'm thinking
or
like
do you want to go
mid
like
80s, yeah, when they're like they're teen. Then when you get to the present day, they're like in their 30s and stuff like that.
What the students are that? Or are you
Well,
talking
if
about
you do like, let's just say they create a school. Let's just for funsies say it's in 1985. That's when they created a school.
Okay.
So they're like, I don't know, 15, 16, 17. So then they're by 2000 they're in their 30s, and then kind of go from there. And then all of a sudden you got your they're in their 40s and stuff like that. And by
But
present
see, you
day.
got to remember too. If we do that, we also have to age our teens.
Exactly, accordingly.
Easier to age them up than age them down if you get the 25-year-old actors.
Very
to,
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Very, very, very true. And I can't find anything of the age of Charles Xavier. So
Doesn't matter. He just puts his mind or steals minds.
because I mean, if you look at it, how they have with the two now,
Michael Keaton.
what's like I feel like who plays Charles Xavier now?
McAvoy.
McAvoy. And if you look at him in the movies with Beast, they look about the same age.
That's
That's true. They
So,
do.
and that's just weird to me for some reason. I'm like, you guys are brothers in this? Like, that shouldn't be a thing. So they should look older than these other people.
Okay. Well, I think we got that covered. But Jeremy Irons is like 77 or something.
Jeremy
like
Irons
that.
What about Ed Harris?
is not 70. How dare you? Jeremy Irons is like 60 something.
You're ridiculous.
He's got to be. Jeremy Irons
There's no way.
is 70 even.
You're such a dumb
Do you think Ed Harris would be able to pull that off?
Ed Harris?
Westworld, the man
Yeah,
in
but
the
he's
black.
bald.
Like, you can't shave that mofo. He could play.
You can't have too bald. You can't have a bald.
Because we're still on
Xavier and a
Magneto,
bald
right?
Magneto.
He could. I mean, he could.
I think just because like I'm just off his Westworld performance, like going off of like
Yeah.
how, like stern
I
face
could-
and
I
like
could-
serious and stuff. I think it could work.
I
as,
could
like,
see
a
that.
good.
I could definitely see that. Yeah, you can put him on there. And then I just see like scenes going back and forth, like a montage if they have like the two classes, like them teaching two different ways.
Yeah.
Like just there's a scene where Professor X is, teaching them, and then there's a scene where Magneto is teaching them.
Just like more aggressive.
Yeah, like so you see the compare and contrast of both teaching methods. Like, yeah, no, okay, I'd be down for Ed Harris. I'd be down for Ed Harris. Who's the other guy? That's the man who killed.
That's God damn it.
The man
Oh,
who
God.
killed Hitler
From
and
the
then
ranch,
shot Bigfoot.
Tombstone. God. God.
Tombstone. Bill Pullman. Val Kilmer.
The
No, I'm
older
thinking-
one. Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
Oh no way.
I just throwing his name out there.
Sam Elliott's dope though.
Just
I'm not
throwing
gonna
his
lie.
name out there. That's just throwing his name out there.
I got it.
He can't be.
Steve Buscemi's
That's
in the 60s,
horrible.
guys.
That's
We cast
horrible.
him as Magneto.
What are you thinking about
So we're good with Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston and Ed Harris?
I'm good with Ed Harris, but I mean, who was the other one? I already forgot. But that was because I was looking at Ed Harris.
I'm not
Billy
sure.
Bob Thornton.
I just looked at a picture of both of them next to each other. They look like
Steve Buscemi.
they can work. Look like it can work to me.
Michael Keaton's also in his 60s.
Michael Keaton needs to be the next Willy Wonka. We're on. That's a whole
Chow Yun
different.
Fat.
Liam Neeson is in his 60s.
So for the class of
So we're going.
Cranston,
Who would we settle with?
Cranston for not
Yeah,
Magneto for
Cranston's
We're
good.
still in the first movie. Gee.
I know,
That's,
right?
that's why I was like, I don't know how we're going to be able to go
This is
through
the hardest part
an
because if we
entire
get the actors, all we have
franchise.
to do is get plot after that.
Yeah. So Cranston as Professor X
Yeah.
and Magneto
We
is.
should probably write this down because.
I mean, we're literally recording the whole thing.
Oh, no.
We should get this.
We should write a script, guys.
We should get this somewhere we will save it.
Yeah, Cranston.
I honestly swear I forgot we were recording.
Cranston and Ed Harris.
I thought we were just trying to make $1 million here real quick.
Are you fine with Ed Harris or?
You have anything? Tom Hanks? You want to throw Tom Hanks in there because he's also 60?
I would not put Tom Hanks in an X-Men movie at all. I'm sorry. Unless he's like a hot dog vendor that they just walk by.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Jeff Bridges.
Actually, Daniel Day-Lewis could play
Ridiculous.
You know
all
what?
of them.
In this picture, he looks pretty young. I mean, I don't know when that picture was taken.
No, yeah, I'm kind of Daniel Day-Lewis for
Daniel Day-Lewis is
for,
pretty
for
good.
Magneto.
But the thing is, I don't know if he takes on he usually does like really serious.
I don't give a rat's anus. What is this? Is our universe. Like,
I'm trying to sell a movie.
if I
Aaron.
want
This is
Daniel
real
Day-Lewis,
now.
I get Daniel Day-Lewis to do it.
We have to approach Kevin Feige.
No, I want Daniel Day-Lewis.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that
Daniel
one.
Day-Lewis.
Yes. Any objections over here?
Your rebuttal? You have 2 minutes.
I'm checking out his pictures today. He looks sickly, but yeah, I mean, actually, never would have picked that in a million years. But
Never would have thought
I
of him.
literally
Only-
just scrolled past it on this Google search. and
All
I
right.
saw him.
Daniel
I can,
Day-Lewis as Magneto and
against
Professor X as
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston.
so we're going what Cyclops next? What are we doing?
The children
Right.
now. That's all that's left is the first class. So we have Cyclops, we have Angel, we have Iceman, we have Beast, and we have Jane Grey.
And these actors will be in the age of like 25 for the most part, right? Because
Yeah.
usually like actors in their 20s play teens and
Yeah. So you 20-year-old up, that's probably the
the best.
The best.
research.
and what's difficult about this one is I don't know any of these freaking actors that are that young. Like I don't know any of them. So, and I'm not opposed to doing all new actors, like finding randos.
I'm not either.
I know who I want for Iceman.
Who is that?
The last, not the newest, but the last Spider-Man.
Oh, not Toby.
Andrew Garfield?
Andrew Garfield.
Garfield.
That's actually a good choice.
He's way too tall.
You're ridiculous.
He's way too tall.
How tall is Iceman supposed to be?
He's not taller than the rest of them.
But
I tell you that.
Wolverine isn't either. But
Yeah,
Jackman nailed it.
yeah, that's true.
I think it's.
I'm
it's
upset
not
that
bad.
that's your one.
Andrew
No.
Garfield.
No,
Andrew
his feet are
Garfield's
too
pretty
big.
good.
Andrew Garfield is. I don't know if
Andrew
he's.
Garfield would be pretty good.
The 31-year-old guy doesn't look like a teenager anymore.
Is he?
He is 31.
He's 31. Okay.
He's 35. Excuse me. I just Googled him. He's 35 years old.
You don't think he can get away with being?
That's long ago. That's how long ago is that?
How hard? So you can make a 60-year-old man look like he's 30, but you can't make a 31-year-old.
I never said they would be 30 in the movie.
Again, but earlier you're like, yeah, you could make him younger. You have CG.
Yeah, it's CG. You know, how
But
much
but
are we
there's-
spending on this thing?
There's nothing you could do to make him look like he's 18.
No, not this. Not that guy. Not anymore.
All right, fine. Go fuck yourself. Good luck.
Yeah, like
I hate to admit it, but I think
Zac
I
Efron.
just don't know
Zac
too many
Efron.
actors.
Zac
I
Efron?
think Ted Bundy in there would be.
Did he play Ted Bundy?
He's going to play Ted Bundy.
Good Lord.
I think it's already
He
done
would-
filming or
He
something.
would work. He would work for
I'm
that.
looking at all these actors in their 20s. Now they look all rugged.
Right? It's like they want to grow up.
Yeah.
It's
They
like, what
don't
are you
play
wrong
doing?
with them?
Kid rules anymore.
I don't know. So I that's a tough one to.
Michael Cera's still in his 20s?
Good Lord, he could not play any character in the entire. He could
There
play
you go.
He played Toad.
Dylan
once we-
O'Brien, Iceman.
Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Let me see Dylan O'Brien. Dylan O'Brien.
He's the one that's in the, what's that movie? The Maze Runner.
Okay.
He looks young. He's not too old looking.
How much? What's the ages here?
Decline.
He's 27.
Born in 91.
You want him to be? I know. I see. And I see the.
Okay,
I got him up.
Adam.
You said Iceman.
Yeah, Iceman would be. I think Iceman would be good.
Okay.
Devastating.
I see it. No. I
He's
can
actually
see it.
not a bad actor. He's actually pretty good.
He's the right height.
He's
How tall is he? I don't
I have no idea.
He's a couple years younger. He's got
A
face
couple
that
is
I've
two.
never seen before in my
First
life.
of all, a couple is 2. So let's
But you put them side by side, you wouldn't even be able to like.
dial it back here.
You're
But
ridiculous.
is Iceman like goofy?
Yes.
That he would fit the role perfect. he would fit like in his work. Like he
I
can
am
do.
done with this
He
conversation.
can do like. No, I'm just saying like because I've seen his work before. Because like he can pull off that goofy.
I think Homeboy was like the best like goofy Spider-Man.
So Andrew
he was
Garfield.
too cool, man, to be Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield versus Dylan O'Brien is where we're at.
Who the hell is Dylan O'Brien?
I'm telling you.
Grown men on a
Have him be
Saturday
an extra in
night.
the background.
Grown men on a Saturday night. Dylan O'Brien
Can
Have him be
pull
the
it
kid
off.
that shows up at the end and says, "I'm in."
He can pull it off.
and
I'm upset this is even on the table.
I don't know. I kind of like him
He's the only one that was shitting on Andrew Garfield.
because I don't. Andrew Garfield is way too no.
It's Frankie Muniz, the Cyclops.
Andrew Garfield, no.
I don't understand why it's such a big.
There's no way.
Each thing that's been said has not been like too ridiculous, but Andrew Garfield, no,
He kind of is.
No.
He's too ridiculous for the role. Like
too ridiculous for the what?
he would not be in like I could see you trying to pass him. No, he doesn't pass off for any of
I
any
hate
of the
you
characters.
so much right now.
He doesn't pass off for any of them. Maybe years ago he could have been Iceman. Yes, he would have been Iceman. Yes, but the current state, no. This 35-year-old
And
guy. No.
what's the giant reason as to why?
The giant reason?
What's the huge reason? You're like, no, unacceptable.
He just doesn't. He doesn't fit the Iceman build. And then also, he seems more like a leading person. That's why he got the Spider-Man role.
Mm.
Iceman wouldn't have been like that type of thing. Like he would be like a role fit for him would be like Cyclops, which he wouldn't fit in that role either. So you can't take an A actor and throw him in the background and be like, well, that's where you're going to be
An A actor?
for this type of genre.
You're ridiculous.
Because Spider-Man, he was really good in, right? I feel like he was one of the best
I
Spider-Man.
just want you to know that that's what they were working with in the last.
He's showing me now a picture of the original Iceman from the X-Men movies, which we've all determined that they were terrible.
Yeah,
Right. But that's what they used for several films.
Yeah, and they were wrong. All
But
right.
you won't
We're
take,
technically recreating that.
Thank
over-
you.
You won't take
They
somebody
were
that the
wrong.
people love. People give him some love.
Give a rat's anus what the people love.
All right.
Ridiculous.
So
We're going with
So
Dylan.
somehow I
Go with
lost.
Dylan.
We're going with Dylan O'Brien.
Somebody
2 to
who's
1 vote.
probably working
No, it's a 2 to
takeout.
1 vote the other way around.
Goddamn
Dylan O'Brien.
steak
Go,
out.
Dylan. Dylan's my.
Come on, bro. Dylan
Bro.
O'Brien.
Who the
Bro.
hell is Dylan O'Brien?
Grow up.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Grow up, man.
Came down in a bubble.
Jeez. I'd rather have freaking
I'm not giving
this
anyone
person Tyler
else.
Posey
I'm not
as
giving
a.
another goddamn name.
Apparently, he's not in his 20s because he's not on this list. So when he
I mean, because you could even do like over Andrew Garfield. I would take a freaking Dave Franco over
damn.
Andrew Garfield.
Damn. Hey, Dave Franco wouldn't be bad.
Exactly.
Dave Franco wouldn't be bad at
Get
all.
out
would-
of my house.
It's Iceman.
Cyclops, leaderish type of person.
I'm gonna throw this out here. I don't
Mhm.
know. Josh Hutcherson,
Who's that?
the guy from
Hunger
the Hunger
Games.
Games.
From the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Not a
said-
leader.
Is his name Josh
Yeah.
Josh Hutcherson?
Hutchinson? Hutchinson?
Hutcherson.
Hell no.
No,
Yeah.
I-
no.
he's not a
That
leader.
doesn't look like a Cyclops picture to you?
No,
No.
That's a Cyclops.
looks like the takeout boy from
Cyclops was a dwarf.
my DoorDash last
I don't know
night.
how tall he is.
Yeah, no, sorry, dude. He could play like one of the mutants on the evil team, like the in the second movie.
I'm trying to find people that are young on this list. Everybody has like full beards and stashes.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to see it.
it's tough to find the young actors. This is horrible. Apparently, this whole episode is going to just be
Just X-Men 1.
X-Men 1, yeah, because we're reaching our limits here. And I guess next time because mind you, we did this all off the cuff. Who was the dude in Baby Driver?
No.
He couldn't be a Cyclops?
No.
I could see him being a part of it. But
I can see it, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I don't see him in
I can't remember his name. I just vaguely
I know who
remember.
you're talking about, but I can't.
And then I
can't
see him
see
wearing glasses all the time in Baby Driver, so Cyclops. It's kind of a thing right there. Just kind of rolling
All I
with
got-
it.
All I got is the Efron. That's all I got.
Yeah, but how old is he?
Zac Efron?
Because I feel like he's like bordering.
Oh, he's.
You guys are getting picky as shit out of nowhere.
This is our movie. This is our movie.
Until the directors come up to us, this shouldn't be so goddamn difficult.
Oh my gosh. Are you guys sure that Ansel Elgort?
And Ansel, he's so hot right now.
I'm looking at him right now. Ansel Elgort.
I have
Look
no
that guy
idea
up.
what the fuck that is.
Ansel Elgort. Ansel Elgort. Clearly, he's from Elgorthia.
How you spell it again?
Ansel.
Oh,
New actor, 24 years old, from New York. I'm telling you, that's a Cyclops right there. That's a Cyclops.
What?
That's a young
This
Cyclops.
kid looks like a wiener.
That's a young
Did he
Cyclops.
die at the end of Baby Driver?
No, he did
Should've.
not. No, he did not.
That's fucked
That's
up.
terrible.
I should've said that. Yeah.
Telling me that's not a Cyclops. Right there.
That is not a
That's
Cyclops.
not a Cyclops.
Wow.
You're telling me
You guys.
this is a Cyclops?
You guys.
You're telling me this?
I feel like this is.
You want to go with this guy?
I feel like this is backlash for the Andrew Garfield thing over here.
I don't know, man. And the sunglasses.
Yeah, if Cyclops is dead. That's what that is.
What is with the age? You just picked some homeless guy off the beach over here to be. Okay.
Oh man! So it's just
Look at
like,
that.
what age group are you trying to have them be?
Again,
Or
you have to
portray.
have somebody that can be in their teens to
Okay.
their mid-20s
And
to,
also
to
pulled
late,
off-
like the 30s.
yeah,
so you can't get
mid-20s.
somebody who's too young.
Okay.
I can see a Zac Efron.
Zac Efron is definitely on the radar.
I can
Yes,
see.
I can see him.
That's all I got.
Definitely,
Unfortunately, I don't have.
I can see him.
But he's just
Way
that's-
over an
I
Andrew
think that's
Garfield.
We're casting Michael Cera.
Let's go with Efron.
Efron.
Oh, look, Adam gets a
Wait,
goddamn
I'm gonna throw one
victory.
more out. Let me see how old he is.
What the hell?
Alexander Ludwig.
Alexander
He
Ludwig.
is Bjorn from Viking. Oh, you don't watch that show.
I've seen several episodes.
Alexander Ludwig. No,
No,
that dude is no.
he can't pull that off.
No.
Okay.
What is he pulling off?
Gentlemen?
Just throw it out there. Just throw it out there.
That dude's way too old looking.
This is 92.
Looks like
Bjorn.
Beckham.
Yeah, he can play the David Beckham story. Is that what you want?
She's saying
You know who I'll give you? Andrew Garfield. Because Andrew
Oh, I can
Garfield.
have that?
he's beast.
That's a
No.
gift for me.
No. This guy could be Beast.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I can see it.
This guy can be
I can see
Beast.
it as Beast.
Andrew, because he needs to be kind of a
A
bigger
dude.
guy. Yeah.
I can see him as Beast.
And if he could pull off the I guess the younger type of look.
I got Beast.
Who
And
do you-
Spades.
Who do you got Beast?
The young kid from Neverland, with Johnny Depp.
What's his name?
With Johnny Depp. I don't know who. When did Johnny Depp do in Neverland?
I don't think it did very well.
Did it not? Did it come under the radar?
I think it was like returning to Finding. Is it Finding Neverland?
Finding Neverland, I think. That's what
Okay.
it's called.
Is Michael Jackson in this?
That's terrible.
Okay.
But probably.
What was the character's name? Do you know? Was it Dustin Hoffman?
I just passed him in young actors, which my search history
Is
is
it
about
Freddie
to be really
Highmore?
weird here.
Because there's a guy named Freddie Highmore who plays Peter Davies.
Terrible.
John Rhys Davies.
I don't know who. Yeah, you gotta come up with something. So far we've got what? Zac Efron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Iceman is what's the guy's name?
Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan
Freddie
O'Brien.
Highmore.
What?
Freddie Highmore.
For Beast?
I mean, he's gonna be wearing a thing the entire time, right? He's gotta be a nerd.
That scrawny kid?
Beast is a like a hulking guy.
He's a big dude.
So put a suit on him, and have him be a nerdy, intelligent, fucking.
What?
What? Are you gonna get a Lou Ferrigno to be?
Like
That's it. I'm changing it up. Joe Pesci as Magneto.
like what?
That's what I want.
I don't.
I didn't think he was
It's not
Lou
the blue
Ferrigno
one.
when he was
It's
a
not the
teen.
blue one though. You know that, right? Like we're going.
It's
It's the human
the
Beast.
human beast.
Before he turns blue.
Got it. And he was a football player before.
He was like a
turned-
gigantic. Have you not seen the guy's size?
He's like a
from the movies, Aaron.
No, from the comic books.
type in first class beast,
Yeah.
and he's human form.
I wouldn't put first class.
That's what I'm saying. Because
Because just put like
class
Beast
comic.
before blue. I guess. That's
For the blue, is that his? Is that his?
I guess you can. That's how you. Yeah, Beast is a Beast was a human.
But they got that guy Nicholas Hoyt, or I think something like that.
He was a thick young man. Yeah, he's not. Beast wasn't the ever loving blue furry thing. That's what he was not. Like, yeah, when you look at Beast, you think of Ben Grimm before he turned into the Stones.
Yeah, big dude.
That's why that Viking guy kind of fits the role, because he's already
I'm leaning
a
towards
chunky buff.
I'm leaning towards
He's not even
Viking.
chunky buff. He's just buff. The dude is jacked.
Are we still good on levels? Because I feel like I
he's
keep moving
probably
away from my mic.
Yeah, we're good. We're
All
good.
right.
We're good. But we're coming to an end here.
We need.
All we need is Mr. Warring Worthington, which is a rich pretty boy, a.k.a. Angel. Do you want Garfield in that?
I can see that working.
I mean, that
Give
kind
him
of works on
wings.
that
Is he
one.
blonde?
You can't dye his hair.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know if I
can.
could see him blonde.
You don't know if you can see a blonde. He has a bazooka. No.
That's terrible.
Andrew Garfield blonde. I don't know if that's even going to work. But I mean, that
I'm
might.
thinking Malfoy.
Lucius Malfoy, huh? No, I
Have you
think
seen recent pictures of him? Though?
I think that could work. Because you don't need to go like full like all blonde. You
I
can
feel
just.
like Andrew Garfield's in like his 30s.
He is. He's 35.
You
I've
guys are
said-
ridiculous with your. I don't know where this age criterion has just got so strict all of a
Because you got to
sudden.
think of this too. In the movie, there's like not a love triangle.
What about old Bandersnatch over here?
What? That I mean, eyes are kind of funny.
To me,
Oh my fucking god!
to me, he looks.
So,
he's better
got
as a
too many
villain.
freckles on his face.
He's better
I
as
didn't
a
know we
villain.
were Hollywood over here. Just like,
Okay,
do you think he just
I've
will he make us $1 billion? I don't think so.
I'm only just looking at one picture of this dude. I don't know. Thomas Mann.
I
I
think maybe
don't
for
know.
the Ed
For-
Sheeran movie.
For and I think I have seen him in Kong Skull Island.
Because in there was Cyclops and
I don't even wanna talk
Angel.
to you right now.
Cyclops and Angel.
What if that dude was blonde?
I mean, that could work. Like I said, they got to be kind of a pretty boy type
Max
of.
Irons.
They got to be a pretty boy.
Max Irons.
What has he been in? What is his credentials?
How many freckles
I
are
feel
on
like
his
it's
face?
Jeremy Irons.
Is he actually? Because that would be kind of cool. I can see him as a Warring Worthington. Yeah, Angel. That's
Parents Jeremy Irons
That's
and Sinead Cusack.
yeah. No, that's
Oh,
an
yeah.
angel. You did good. Adam.
Oh, did I?
Bravo.
Oh, but his eyes.
Well done. How old is he?
Too far. Oh my god.
No, that other guy that you did.
When did he lose his virginity? He doesn't fit.
that-
85. He's 33 years old.
that'll fit.
We're gonna.
No,
give
the
it
way
to
he looks, yeah, that's a.
Screw all of you.
All right, we've picked everybody
all right,
now.
Bella Thorne.
you.
Jean
The
Grey.
last
Jean
person.
Grey.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say
Yeah.
we have one more person. The last person is Jean Grey.
Bella Thorne.
What is Bella? Let's see. Who is Bella Lugosi? Bella Thorne. There's a lot of redhead pictures already of her. Really?
Oh, you just think I was
I thought you were just.
throwing out names, huh?
Who? Where's she in? I've
She's
never
in
seen
the
this.
Disney
Besides
Channel
my
stuff,
wet
I think.
dreams.
That's horrible. Lose the nose ring and you got yourself a better. You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. As a Geneth Grey,
A Geneth Grey.
yeah, redhead. That's not a bad pick right there. Is he 2? Did he get 2? You might have got 2 in there.
Hold on, don't.
Steven says, "What's her dental records?"
Let me pull up
See?
some late.
That's not a bad.
It's not
It's not a bad Jean
Can't
Grey.
use my own weakness against
So
me.
what you got to do is, because I mean, of course, there's going to be a storyline between Jean Grey and Cyclops. So that's her and Zac Efron right there.
I don't think either one of them will be upset at each other.
They probably wouldn't. Yeah, that's probably a good one.
Oh, we can pick old. What's her face
From Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Sansa
Sansa.
Stark.
Heard she already bombed.
Which is sad. And not actually sad, because I don't want those movies to be released. I'm good with her, with Bella Lugosi. Bella Thorne is her name. Steven, any counter people?
So do you want to check the Pornhub real quick?
I don't even know how to say her name. Shailene Woodley.
Shailene Woodley.
She was, I think, originally cast as Mary Jane for the Android Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I think. She's from was it Divergent series? Yeah, I think she just does a bunch of like serious, like I'm dying movies.
Yeah, no. Let's go with Bella.
I'm just saying Bella Thorne hasn't been on a hot streak for movies in a while. So.
Well, she'll
You
be
trying to
when
sell
she's
a
in this movie.
When did we become the
Throw it
Nazis
out there. Just
of cinema? Sweet Jesus.
throwing it out there.
Her toes are too far apart. I don't like it.
All right, I think I think that's we've done it all. So the title of the movie is Professor Xavier's School for the Gifted Youngsters in New York.
Let's just keep it as few words as possible.
In 1990.
So yeah, Xavier's School for the Gifted Youngsters is the.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Starring
You already Bryan Cranston as
Professor X. Did we say Irons?
You guys are ridiculous.
Did we say Jeremy Irons?
And I thought we said Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis, better one.
Oh,
Yes,
my God.
Daniel Day-Lewis is Magneto.
Good Lord.
Zac Efron
Good thing we
as
recorded.
Scott
Cyclops.
Summers, Cyclops. Bella Thorne as
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
On the technicality that she's a redhead automatic. Okay.
It's less cost. We don't have to, we don't have to do too much.
She's not made it big yet, so we
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that.
For Beast, what's the guy's name? Jorblin Snorton Snatch?
Oh, Alexander Ludwig.
Yeah, there we go. Alexander Ludwig. Iceman, we're going with Dylan
O'Brien.
We're going with Dylan O'Brien.
I demand a recount.
And for
You got Bella Thorne. Except take the win.
and for Warring Worthington, Angel, we're going with
That was your dude.
Max Irons.
Max
Max
Irons.
Irons.
Yes,
That's
Jeremy.
what you
We
did.
needed irons in there
You guys
because.
are dumb.
So there it is. Boom. Episode 1.
Now all we have to do is write a film.
I told you this was going to be more than one episode.
All right. So I guess on the next one, part
You said we
2.
could do this in 3. you shit ass.
On part
Let's go
2.
ahead and erase the first 5 minutes of this entire thing.
Part 2,
Oh my
we will go
So
over
we weren't recording
the.
at all.
We will go over the
we could probably
sequel.
we could probably do the second and third one.
Yeah, because we'll have better. Well, we won't need to
we
we
recast
won't have to spend
anything.
45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So
we have to listen to the episode because
Unless somebody dies, and then we'll have to bring back an evil twin or something.
that's terrible. All right, so yeah, so that's it. Expect the episode 2 out. I don't know what next week or something like that. Maybe we'll see. We'll spitball it. So for Stephen Gutierrez, Adam C. I
Hi.
am Sir Aaron Carter saying your universe has just been recreated.
Ooh, I like that.